Hey there! Welcome back to Coffee Minutes, the podcast where we sip on coffee and chat about productivity, personal finance, and of course, all things coffee. If you love coffee and want to get more out of your day, you're in the right place. So, quick question, have you ever felt like your coffee just isn't doing the job? You drink a cup, maybe two, but somehow you're still dragging through the day? Well, today, I've got a game changer for you. The caffeine nap. This little trick might just be the best productivity hack that coffee lovers are totally missing out on. But first, here's a fun coffee fact for you. Did you know that coffee beans aren't actually beans? They're the seeds of a fruit called a coffee cherry. So technically, coffee is a fruit juice. Kinda makes you feel healthier drinking it, right? All right, grab your cup of coffee, get comfy, and let's dive in. So, let's talk about this thing called the caffeine nap. It sounds weird at first because how can you sleep and drink coffee at the same time? But hear me out. Here's how it works. You drink a cup of coffee, then immediately take a 20-minute nap. By the time you wake up, the caffeine kicks in right as your body is coming out of the nap. This gives you double the energy boostone from the nap itself and one from the caffeine hitting your system. Now, let's break this down. Why does this work so well? It all comes down to something called adenosine, which is the chemical in your brain that makes you feel sleepy. When you nap, your body naturally clears out adenosine. At the same time, caffeine blocks adenosine from making you feel tired. So when you combine the two, you wake up feeling way more refreshed than if you just took a nap or just drank coffee alone. Now I know what you're thinking. But I can't just nap in the middle of the day. I get it. Not everyone has the time or a cozy spot to sneak in a nap, but you don't have to lie down in bed to do this. A quick power nap at your desk, in your car, or even just closing your eyes for 15 to 20 minutes can do the trick. And if you're worried about oversleeping, set a timer for 20 minutes max. Anything longer, and you might feel groggy instead of refreshed. When should you do this? The best time for a caffeine nap is when you hit that afternoon slump, usually between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. That's when your energy naturally dips, and a boost from caffeine and a quick rest can help you power through the rest of the day. Does this work every time? For most people, yes. But if you're super sensitive to caffeine, maybe test it out first. If you usually drink coffee late at night, this might not be the best idea because it could mess with your sleep later. Okay. Now, I gotta ask, have you ever tried this? Or do you think it sounds totally weird? Let me know in the comments or on my Ko-fi page. And if you do try it, tell me if it worked for you. Now, speaking of coffee, if you're as obsessed with it as I am, you might love my coffee-themed books. I've got coffee-related books on Amazon to help you stay productive. You can check them out in the description below, along with my Ko-fi page if you'd like to support the podcast. Every little bit helps keep this show going. All right. That's it for today's episode. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. We talk about coffee, productivity, and personal finance every week, so stick around. Thanks for spending your coffee break with me. Until next time, stay caffeinated, stay productive, and I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers!